Hi guys, and welcome to the Product Village. My name is Nathan Flo Rocker. Today I will not be reviewing any product. Rather, I think I want to invest in the community of YouTube, especially for content creators. So I'm not going to waste your time. What I want to speak about today are 10 things you must take into consideration if you choose to be a content creator. You know, whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you want to be a content creator, these 10 things you must take into consideration, right? The very first one is do not wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. As long as you are in life, things will come up that would get your attention, right? So the perfect moment is now. Don't wait for the best camera. Don't wait for the best microphone. Don't wait for the best lighting. You want to get this humongous space. You want to leave an impression. No. So start with what you have and don't look at what, other content creators have. Now, number 2, learn how to edit your videos and your audio very well, especially your audio. Now, audio is the strength of video. Try watching a movie and mute the sound. You realize that you're not going to enjoy the movie at all if you're just reading the subtitles. It's not interesting. So sound is the bane of video. Learn to edit your audio very well, meaning you need to get yourself a good microphone. Heard what I said? Good microphone, not the best microphone, right? Your audio must be clear, unambiguous. We must hear you clearly. Then also learn to edit your videos. You don't have to use some expensive gear, right? You can start with your mobile phone. If you start paying someone when you start, you're going to be paying tons of money to actually keep up with your content, right? So make sure you learn how to edit your video and your audio. The next one is to trust the process. Everything takes time. I've been into music production for over 36 years, right? But I've only started, product reviews for about a year and 4 months. And I remember when I wanted to start my very first video, I made that video in 38 minutes. And by the time I was going to watch it back and I played it for a friend, he said, oh, it's nice, but the length is too long. I was like, so how do these guys do it online? Gradually with time, I started understanding that there's a process to actually, depending on what you do. I do a lot of music, videos, and, content review, product reviews. You can't perfect it the very first time. Give yourself room to grow, right? The thing with content creation, right, is the fact that you may be watching a video of maybe 7 to 10 minutes, and that video most likely took about 3 or 4 or 5 days to put together. And people don't see your process. So it's very easy for someone to come online and just talk trash about a video that took you so many resources, sleepless nights, countless edits for you to get to that amount of time. I always say that a 7-minute video was potentially a 20-minute video that got shrunk over time. Do not look at the views of people when you start. Don't say, what did they do to get them so many views? If you check, that probably was not the first video that they actually put out, right? It took them some time. So trust time, trust process to get you eventually to where you're going to go, right? Now, the 4th point is watch and learn from others. People who have been into content creation have made a lot of mistakes. Some of the perfections you're looking at came as a result of mistakes. So watch them. Learn their processes. Don't copy them. Try as much as possible to be authentic, right? Be yourself. Don't try to impress anybody. You're like a speck. You're an option on YouTube. You're just a click away. Someone can just easily just swipe past your video. So don't put yourself under so much duress to try and come up with the best videos. Just watch and learn from other people, right? Now, the next point, which is the 5th point, is one of the most important points if you plan to be a content creator, and that's paying attention to detail. I always say that the difference between the poor and the rich is attention to detail. And when I say pay attention to detail, let me go into specifics. First, your videos, like your shots. Learn how to frame yourself. Learn the best angle, to have, be sure that what you're looking at is what you would love to watch on somebody else's channel. Don't project something you wouldn't like. Pay attention to your edits. Don't just cut, and it just looks like a barrage of, thoughtless videos put together. Watch the videos of other people and see how do they transition, right? I'm not talking about transition effects. How do they, speak about a topic and move to another one and move to another? When I started, like I said, I would just blab, blab, blab. I didn't understand that I had to put things into processes. When someone is watching your video, right, they are learning from you. Make the learning process easier for them. Don't give them stress. Learn how to speak well. You are speaking to a global audience, right? I'm a Nigerian. I have to learn to speak a global language if I want to speak to global people. I can't come online and, now don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting Africans. I'm just saying when you're going to speak, right, the most common language is English. I can't come online and go, so this product that I want to talk about today, yeah, it's something called it's a mirrorless camera. I like this camera very well. It's something that I've used for a long time, and I think you'll like it too. Now, some people may enjoy the way you talk, right? It may be fun for them, but they're not listening to the information you're disseminating. So you don't want anything to distract from your content. That's why you're a content creator, right? So try as much as possible to learn how to speak properly. You don't have to speak Queen's English, but be able to communicate, even though for all of us, English language is not the best language. 1, 2, it's just the most used, and it's not your mother tongue, right? But learn how to speak very well. Then also learn to have a good recording space. What people see, we live in a visually driven society. If people do not like what they're seeing, that's it. They're gone. So try as much as possible to make your environment clean and catchy. I watched some videos, and the reason why I can't stay is I can't stand the background. I'm like, what the flip? And I just move on. You don't want someone to just flip your video away, right? Now, the next one is number 6, develop consistency. Some people think consistency is about shooting videos every day. No. To be consistent is to find out what works for you and work on that flow, right? If you only have time twice a week, then create content twice a week. Don't put yourself under pressure to deliver because you're watching videos. Some of the videos you're watching, the next video that person has probably takes a week or 4 or 5 days. And do not listen to them say, oh, the algorithm. You are the algorithm, right? You define what works, not YouTube. Focus on creating great content and don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. So make sure you are consistent at your own pace. Now, number 7 is something a lot of people are guilty of, and that's second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing yourself, right? Don't put yourself down. If you do that, there's nothing anybody can do. If you say, I don't think I can do this, there's nothing anybody can say, right? The next one, which is number 8, is stay away from comparison. This is another thing that kills people. If you keep comparing everything you have done with someone else, you're looking at, man, look at Mr. Beast. Yes, the reason he's a beast is because he's a beast, right? He has a whole media team behind him. He didn't start today. The problem with comparison is it takes the focus off you and onto the next person, and you learn more of that next person than yourself. So stop comparing yourself to someone else. Oh, I have this mic, they have that mic. Use what you have to the best of your capacity and do not, under any circumstances, compare yourself to somebody else, right? And don't look at their views. Some views are bought, right? Good. Now, number 9, get a second opinion before releasing your videos. I'm sure you didn't fall down from heaven, right? You have friends, you have family members. Have them watch your video before it goes out. There's probably something you missed out, which they would see. They don't have to be experts. Majority of the people watching videos on YouTube are not experts. They're just everyday people. So everyday people are going to watch your stuff, not professionals. Some of the professionals don't even know your channel yet. So play your video for friends, family, and find out what it is they feel that you miss. Maybe someone may say, oh, you know what? I think the issue you have is your soundtrack is too loud. I can't hear you. Yes, you may like the music, but we want to hear what you have to say, not the music. So bring your volume down. There's no point in using a soundtrack, and all we can hear is the soundtrack. You are going to remind us of the song, and we're going to use Shazam, get it, and then we'll forget about you, right? So if you're going to be using a soundtrack, bring it down. And then I'm really trying to rush these things. That's the easiest way to start a community, right? Not on YouTube itself, but the people around you. Now, my final point is also very critical. You have to prepare, especially if you're going to be dropping your stuff on social media, right? Especially YouTube. Prepare for questions, nasty comments, reactions, and criticisms. A lot of people are going to ask you questions about whatever it is you're speaking about. I make product reviews very often, right? And truth be told is, if I don't study very well, I'm just going to come here and just talk trash, and somebody's going to tear me down, right? Now, there are also some nasty people. They are just nasty by default, right? They don't like your video. They can walk away, but no. They have to leave a nasty comment behind and give you the thumbs down. You have to grow a thick skin, because truth be told is, everybody's not going to like your stuff. Grow a thick skin, right? Those kind of people, just ignore them, right? And then finally, we have critics. A good critic will look at what you have done and suggest a better way for you to get it done, right? They give you a differing perspective. You shouldn't feel bad, right? Take that perspective and look for a way of embellishing it. Now, there are two types of criticism. There's constructive criticism and there's damaging criticism. Now, the constructive one is the one that looks at what you're doing and wants to add. The damaging one just wants to tear you down. You need to understand that these kind of people, you don't have, look, if your emotions are all over the place, after every video you drop, you are going to cry because some people are going to come and write rubbish, crap. I've had people write stuff. That's why you have a fantastic, device there called, it's not a device actually. It's a button called delete and block. Delete and block. You are not under obligation to listen to the crap that someone else has to say. Don't put yourself under pressure to want to, get a brand to endorse you. Listen, one of the reasons brands endorse people is they look at what you're doing, right? They check the brand we have. Does he or she sound like someone that would be able to push our products, right? You have to position yourself strategically for them to come. I only started getting brand endorsements like 7 months into, my product reviews. I was barely getting views, but I didn't care about the views. I just wanted to disseminate information, right? So I kept studying and studying. And where I'm at today, I'm working with over 15 brands, right? So truth be told is, it's going to take time for you to become a fantastic content creator. You have it on your inside. It just takes time. It's like when you give birth to babies, right? You can't tell which baby is going to be great. You can't tell which baby is not going to do well. You give them time, give them information, and what they do with the info defines whether they are great or they are forgettable. All right? So I hope with these 10 points, I've been able to help you guys out for starting out with content creation. I'm going to make another video at some other time and go into enumerated specifics. What kind of equipment you should buy, to start off your podcast or your product review, or just basically content you just want to talk about, maybe travel, vlogs and stuff. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just have to give yourself time. All right? All right, a lot of my ranting. I'm going to see you guys on the next video, all right? Ciao.